What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Music NFT podcast. Brock and Aaron back at it again for another week. Brock, how we doing? How we feeling?
I've had a big day, so I'm a bit flat today. So I'm leaving it to Aaron to really carry this episode, as I sometimes do. Lean on the stronger.
All right, thanks for joining us, Brock. We'll catch you next week. I'll take it from here. So
No, we've got a couple of lovely things to talk about tonight. I mean, how terribly we're doing in that fantasy music game that we chatted about last episode. Number one, I've been watching the leaderboard every week. Every week, we're doing terrible. Have you been?
I haven't been doing it. I accidentally gave an incorrect PayPal address, so I need to sort that out. So I missed last week. But I did see the leaderboard, and it seems like there's a lot of people who are just like getting so many points, and I'm just like, is it attainable for us to get a top spot? No.
I mean, you might be able to get lucky at some point, but I've definitely had 2 weeks of bad runs. As much as I've talked up on the show, I definitely don't know what I'm doing.
Brock hasn't picked the next Billie Eilish, unfortunately. But we'll keep playing, that's for sure. We'll keep our hats in the ring and see what happens. We came across a tweet this week from Music Ben, our Lord and Savior. He wrote, I guess, like a cool tweet on his platform, Ziggy, and it was about, how potentially like NFTs could evolve based on like Spotify streaming numbers, which I think we've maybe touched on a little bit before. It's definitely something that I think was already around. I'll read you the tweet and then we can discuss it. But he says NFTs that evolve based on Spotify streaming. So it could be like you own an NFT of a song, and as soon as it hits 5K streams, you unlock a new version of that song. So it might be an acoustic version, it might be a remix, something like that. 10K streams, the NFT upgrades its artwork, so the artwork changes. Love a bit of, rainbow or something, bit of gold, bit of razzle dazzle. That'd be nice. And then 100K streams, you get lifetime access to shows or events. Like that would be insane. Like permanent guest list for the rest of your life. Very, very cool. I think that when I first read this, I think there was one with, did Steph Curry do something similar to this where it's like the NFT, you bought the NFT and then as he like went on in his season or something, the NFT would upgrade? Am I thinking of LaMelo?
LaMelo Ball did that, and it's not through his season, it was through like his career. His NFT is going to be upgraded.
Right.
Steph Curry did do one as well, and that was just as his, I think it was just for his scoring record. So you got the NFT and then it changed as his scoring record came up, as he got the most points in the league. Don't quote me on that one. I feel like it was something based around that though. But LaMelo Ball is still going. It is around his career. So
you had one, didn't you? You had a LaMelo?
Well, I've got one still holding. Hold on. LaMelo forever. Yeah. So that technology, I suppose, as well as an NFT changing over time or changing because of outside interactions, is not foreign. And it's definitely why this idea has popped up and why I think we've talked about this idea and it's been bantered around for, I reckon, at least 2 years. So it's great to see 2 artists bringing it out and going after it. Again, I want better, seeing every show, cool, whatever. Like, people need to understand that fans don't just want to see you live. They want stuff that other people don't have. Seeing you live, everyone can do.
And if they're a fan, they're always going to see you live.
Yeah, they're already going to go pay for your tickets and stuff like that. Like, you don't need to, unless you're Taylor Swift now. That's where it becomes more valuable, is when your tickets become so obnoxiously expensive that it's difficult for people to show up. That's fair enough. Like, we get that. Free tickets for life. Amazing. But what I want and again, we're just going to use Aaron's adoration of the Chainsmokers for an example, is a collaboration. You've got the shirt on, perfect timing. Is a collaboration with a cool artist that's of equal fame or someone underground that the musicians into, a collaboration with merch. We're going to do 50 tees, 50 hats, or whatever, 10 hats, however big you are. These are really simple, cool ideas. Like we know, like just us know cool artists that we collaborate with ourselves, that we buy stuff off because we're like, that's so cool. I know great photographers, again, that haven't blown up, aren't internationally known, but I've bought their photos because I think they're so good. Like it's just, you can help as a musician, help expose your fan base to other beautiful art or beautiful things through simple things like merch and things like this. The music in particular gets under my fucking skin so much because indie artists in particular whinge so much about being discovered, like not being able to get discovered, no one caring for them, but they never reciprocate. They never share. Like Web3 is a little different, I feel. That's why I'm surprised, and that's why I'm bringing this up in this case. I think there just needs to be more thought, more creativity put into these add-ons and evolvements of the NFT. And definitely go
Well, and especially
set a bigger goal as well. Like set 5 million. Why you got 100K? Set 5 million. Go nuts. Get your fans going crazy. Everyone gets $100
well, yeah,
when I
and
hit
it's like
5 mil.
well, yeah, and like that's what it does. Like it encourages loyalty, like to like reach those milestones. It brings the fans in on your journey as opposed to you just being a solo artist doing it all for yourself. It's like you then put people in your corner who want you to win, who want you to succeed, and they're like riding with you, riding for you. They're promoting the music to everyone. They're telling people about it because you as an artist care, and that's what people want. Like they want their favorite artist to care about them. Like that's if you think about your favorite artist right now, and if you knew that they were like continuously giving back to you and had you in their mind of like, how can I give back to my fans, your loyalty to them would 10x, 20x, 100x, because you've got that support. But yeah, it's definitely a great concept, and he shouted out Jaden Violet for bringing this concept to life with his new project Raver Realm, and then also Excellencia for leading the way with streaming-based evolving artwork on his latest album. So those are a couple of artists that you can go check out for that concept already being put into place. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely it's that next step of, okay, you put your music NFT out. All right, well, now this is like a harder think about how you can really make that NFT worthwhile, and linking it back to like the song and the song doing well and you as an artist growing, which is cool.
Yeah, I saw another interesting concept around fans collecting as well that kind of interested me, that was more based on the market, so the market platform, so platforms like Sound, where the collector, because this goes back to like the birth of, I suppose the bull run of NFTs, the OG bull run, which is PFPs, where if you're on a marketplace, and this could, a bigger artist or a smaller artist could do something like this as well, where you get a PFP, and then with every drop, there is a piece. So, whether it's a hat or whether it's glasses or whether it's a shirt or whether, it's like you can add little trinkets to your PFP as it goes along. And like, you're adding it to your NFT. That is your avatar for that platform. So that can be a fan-based platform or it can be a marketplace platform. But I just another really fun little thing of people thinking outside the box, where they're like, how do I take two things and kind of mash them together, make it more interesting?
What? And it's not a foreign concept, like, to kind of go off topic. It's like video games have that. Like you look at something like Fortnite, it's like they sell skins in the game, and it's like you can only get like the really old school skins by being there from the beginning. Like those skins are now rare because people played the game when it was starting. They were the early supporters, and now they've got something really rare that people who are playing now don't have it. And it's like that concept of being an OG, being a early adopter, crosses over
How many
into
seasons is it in now?
music. I don't know, because they started doing, there was like seasons, and then they started doing chapters. So it's like I think they did like 10 seasons, and then it was like chapter 2, season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, chapter 3, season 1, 2, 3. So it's at, I think, chapter 4, season 4 right now. So
Dude, that's crazy. Like thinking about that, like just to some of the skins in that first 1 to 5 seasons that are just untouched essentially by anyone that's played in the last decade.
Yeah. Just that loyalty. Be in there early. Reap the rewards. I'm sure there's kids selling Fortnite accounts with OG skins on it for hundreds of dollars. I'm sure of it.
On the dark web.
On the absolute darkest of webs. But yeah, so to think of those things. Look outside of the music NFT space and just see what works in terms of building fan bases and building loyalty and building rarity and scarcity in other industries, and how you can adapt that into your rollout, your fan base. Because as Brock said, everyone wants to feel a part of the journey, and everyone wants to help when they know they're being looked after.
Yeah, it continues on. Like even, man, the amount of, I was looking at my Spotify release radar today, and it's just full of local artists that I've like, have had a good ask, or like, hey, this is my first song ever being released, add me on. And I'm just like still finding new music from artists. I'm like, oh God, that guy's finally released another song. It's like, 3 years later. There is something to be said about asking, and then something to be said about trying to involve people in your journey. Like we're all looking to be part of something. Let me in.
Did you just see that on your screen, Brock?
I didn't at all.
There was like a like button that came onto your screen.
Oh,
that was very weird. Apologies for the sidetrack, but there was just like an emoticon that came up on your screen. That was a thumbs up, and I don't know where it came from. Wow. If you're watching the video version of this, go back and have a look at that, because that was weird.
We have an artifact that's appeared. Aliens are with us.
Was that an NFT? Did an NFT just visit us in the recording?
Oh God.
But that's it from us this week.
I think on that note,
short and sweet. Just a little one to get your juices flowing, get your creative juices flowing on how you can implement those kinds of things into your NFTs and how you can keep those fans loyal. Make sure to rate and review, subscribe, and give us a DM if you want to come on the pod. Let's chat some bands, chat some music NFTs. We'd love to hear from you. But on that note, we will catch you on the next one. Dude, what is that?